Hello there, and welcome to Dead Reflections Podcast.
Episode 13.
Episode 13, and we are your hosts,
Caleb,
Kolby,
and I'm your boy Josh, aka Drifter Voyages, aka Great Sailor Man. Thank you so much for watching and listening. New episodes drop every Monday and Friday. Our goal here is to give someone at the table chills, and if we're lucky, we might send some spooks along to you. Before we get into the show, we have some FWF updates, upcoming show dates. May 25th in Austin at Hole in the Wall. May 27th in Austin at Fourth Tap Brewery. July 9th in Midland at Sound Deep Forever Fest. Newly added date, August 5th in Houston at the White Swan. What's the name of that show?
Sweaty. You don't remember what it's called?
The Sweaty Gooch Fest? The Sweaty
I didn't
Gooch
know
Fest.
if you were genuinely asking or if you just wanted me to say it.
No, I was genuine. I mean, I was asking, but I wanted you to say, oh my God. Okay,
Sweaty Gooch Fest 2022.
Oh God, this is a rough start.
Yeah, there are a few more in the works, but we won't announce until dates are secure. We have a brand new Broken Tongue tee only available at shows with limited stock. Come talk to us about spooky stuff and enjoy some metal and pick up a shirt at the next show.
We got this one available too.
Yeah, that one that Colby's wearing right now. On the topic of merch, what do y'all have on today? You kind of jumped the gun there.
Just like last episode.
Finito.
Finito.
It's us.
It's us. It's a hand tie-dyed by the one and only Caleb.
Yeah, I did that. I got on Legado Cymbols, a shirt that I bought a long time ago.
Shout out to Legado Cymbols, sponsored, not sponsored.
Legado Cymbols, man, I hope one day.
Yeah, that would be fucking sick, for real.
I love their symbols.
Speaking of being sponsored, I've got Wicked clothing on that I purchased because I'm not sponsored. Wicked clothing, one day, you will see me for who I am. You will see us for who we are, and you will love us. And you will let us wear all of your merch all of the time.
Caleb, show that Legado symbol.
Legato symbol?
Yeah.
Look at us.
Big L and a C. You can't
Notice
see it, but it
us.
says Legato right under it.
And
Legato Customs.
Elvira, what you got on?
She's got on her Mothman shirt.
Yeah, which
today.
is what we told in the last episode, episode 12. Be sure to check it out. Oh wait, no, I'm just kidding. That's not. That was exorcisms.
Ouch,
Today is
magic.
Mothman. Fuck. This
Are
is
you
the best
still
start
good?
ever.
Go.
Or do you want to restart? Are
It's
you all good?
10:30. No, let's
Let's
No,
go.
we
Let's
are
push through it,
not
okay.
restarting. No.
All right, well, yeah,
This
we
was
did
the
draw.
best intro.
We did draw Mothman. Josh and I have Mothman stories. Mine will be the OG encounter, like the very first one that was recorded and published in papers, and then from then on, people started coming forward talking about how that they've seen this thing too.
Oh, that's what's
And
up.
then you got a little brief cap on yours.
Mine is I wrote it,
Okay, well that's cool.
and mine is about a
Great, moving on.
Mine is about a West Virginia state trooper encountering the
Shit,
Mothman.
nice.
Nice, yeah, a good authoritative twist on it.
Yeah, to make it seem more believable.
Yeah.
I have a story about mirrors.
That's because he doesn't like Mothman.
I have a story about mirrors.
That's because he doesn't like Caleb.
Yeah, you might be right about that. Mirrors aren't cool. Don't like mirrors.
Yeah, but you know how to beat them now. Remember?
Yeah, you just stare right at them.
You don't. If you blink though, you're allowing them access.
You know, I still think.
Dude,
about
imagine that.
See-
Every blink, its hand gets a little like,
Yeah,
and then it fucking like breaks your
So
neck.
so no matter what you do to avoid mirrors,
Uh-huh.
you will always find yourself in a mirror.
You know how often I check that mirror on the wall?
But I mean,
Like to see if there's someone in the corner over there.
There doesn't have to be anyone. There can be someone like.
No, but like I'm
standing.
talking like the angle.
I'm just
like,
making sure there's nothing.
What do you
in it.
see right now?
Nothing. And that's how it
and
should
that's
stay
how it should
forever.
stay forever. Yeah. The thing is, though, is that's a true statement, though, because there's reflections on everything. I mean, if you really think about it, light
We
is
talked about it.
reflecting off
Yeah,
of
it's
yeah,
in
so-
our eyeballs. I can see
yeah,
me in your eyes.
Yeah, you can see.
You have
oh.
very beautiful eyes.
Okay, all right.
Okay, we need to
moving on.
Let's get into
Kolby,
the
let's
first
get into
spooky
your
story.
first spoopy story.
I can't because the candle's not lit.
Oh, you're
God
right.
damn it. 2 episodes in a row. We didn't light the fucking candle. I don't know where my lighter is. Oh, there it is. All right, here we go. Spirits, we welcome you in this place as we talk about spooky things, including mirrors and fucking Mothman. Let's go. No, not fucking Mothman. The fucking
Dang it.
Mothman.
Fuck.
That's so close.
So fuck.
I realized what I said, and I was like, I'm going to retract that statement. Cut that.
All right. Well, my story is properly prompted and titled "In the Mirror."
That's thunder. Oh, that was meant to. Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to shut up now. I love you.
Normally you sleep soundly, but the thunderstorm raging outside is stirring you from your sleep. You begin to doze, then another crash jolts you awake. The cycle lasts most of the night, so you lay there, eyes open and outward, looking at your room stretching out before you in oblong shadows. Your eyes move from nameless object to object until you reach your mirror, sitting adjacent to you across the room.
This is already spooky as shit.
You lie frozen as your gaze is fixated on the dark corner of the room, cutting off half of the window as it starts to violently vibrate from the intensity of the wind and thunder outside. Each illumination of lightning from the storm reminds you of the time you could have swore you saw them standing across the yard just before the edge of the trees. Them.
Yeah, one of them was on your shirt. Just saying.
Cool. Suddenly, a bright flash of light. The mirror flickers in illumination, followed immediately by the deafening clap of thunder. For a scant second, the mirror reveals to you dozens of faces, silhouettes within its frame, mouths open and eyes blackened. They stare at you, their black pupils fixed upon your face.
Don't look at me, look at him.
My eyes are locked on that mirror up there right now.
Then it is done. Are you sure of what you've seen? The faces all complete strangers, but you get a sense that you knew them all personally. Unsettled, you don't sleep for the rest of the night. The sun rises and your mind has kept you on edge for several hours. You grow angry and restless. You get up from your bed and remove the mirror from your wall and toss it in the trash. It didn't matter if the vision you had seen was of truth or falsehood. You wanted to be rid of that mirror. In fact, you scrap every mirror in your house. Weeks pass and the event of that night falls into passive memory. You are spending the day at a friend's house and you need to use the bathroom. You walk in, turn the light on, and immediately notice your reflection in the mirror above the sink. You develop a hatred towards your own reflection. You slowly force your eyes to the golden ornate floral trim of the frame. It's almost as if there's a force preventing you from escaping the borders of the mirror. You pull and pull mentally until it gives, and relief passes down your body like a wave in a tidal pool. You find the toilet, sit down, relax, and start to zone out. Sitting in silence for what has now been 6 minutes, you drift into an ethereal state of solace. Then suddenly a squeak. Then running water. You look up and the faucet has turned itself on. Taken aback by this, you do not act yet, trying to reason with your paranoid paranoia in your mind. The water starts to steam and a skin of moisture covers the mirror above. You watch intently as the words form. Please return the mirrors. We miss watching you sleep at night.
God, dude.
I'd add my own sound bit. Bro, where did the fuck did you find that? Because that was terrifying.
It's, you'll see in the show notes. That was creepypasta.
Oh, I thought you were about to be like, because it's real.
No,
Maybe it actually happens. You'll see in the show notes. I wrote that.
I took Caleb's advice and I added to it because it was kind of short, and so a lot of that was me adding shit.
That's what's up.
But yeah.
Right.
So,
We'll be right back after this brief sponsor break.
good?
So Caleb had to get up because he was fighting a sneeze like the entire story. Man, you had a little buggy crawling on you, bro.
Yeah,
There's a little buggy. But
it might have been like the embodied spirit of a demon or something.
the embodied spirit of a demon just trying to, maybe it was Hitler. For those of you who don't know what I'm referencing, please see episode 12.
Maybe it was Hitler.
Apparently, Hitler was a demon that was possessing Annalise Michel, one of the 6 or 7 demons possessing
I think it
her.
was 6, yeah.
But so Caleb, you have the bone, so that means I'm next, correct? Yes. So that means I will read my story next.
Did you get any of that? Do I need to read my story again?
Let's do it. Let's do a reading. I don't know how many times you switched to me because I wasn't looking at anything else. Okay. I was locked in on my camera lens and on the mirror behind it, dude. I can see myself in the lens a little bit. I don't care for it.
Yeah, especially after that one story where it talks about how the lens captures a bit of your soul, so then that makes your other basically a little stronger and knows what it is. So that's So think about that. Put it in your mouth, chew it. It's delicious. You're not gonna go to. I'm not hungry.
No,
you're not gonna go night night.
Because I did have a little sneezing fit, and I thought were you on Elvira cam?
Which, by the way, I wish you would have switched to it because the whole time you were telling your story, he was like stroking his bone or her bone.
Hey,
like,
chill out for a second. All right. Dozens of people,
dozens of faces,
and essentially they were like, "Bring back the mirrors because we like watching."
Mouths wide open,
and
black eyes.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the picture for the next one.
Oh, we haven't done black-eyed children yet, have we?
We have not.
Oh, I need to add that.
Oh, it's not added in there.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm next though, right?
Yes, and this is the first of the Mothman tales.
The first of the Mothman tales. So I wrote my own story, and I tried my best. I took from you how you always make sure to research the area, try to pull things from the area that you're doing this, and that just makes it seem all the more real. And then also I chose a state trooper as like the protagonist, I guess, the main character, to
also an authoritative figure.
Yeah, authoritative figure, exactly. So this is my tale written by me called The Mothman Got Him. It all started as I left the station. Another state trooper was bringing in a presumed 5150 that they caught booking it down the highway. He was covered in blood, wide-eyed, screaming something about, "The Mothman killed her. The Mothman took my wife." Same old, same old. I was going out for my nightly routine, heading to State Highway 79 between Sutton and Flatwoods. I am a state highway trooper, 15 years under my belt. I have seen my fair share of strange out in the West Virginia. I've seen my fair share of the strange out in West Virginia. But tonight takes the cake a million times over. I live in West Virginia, so of course the Mothman comment was one I have heard before, time and time again. We get our fair share of the calls and sightings. I will say that the air felt a little different that night, though. And for good reason. The first few hours were uneventful. Pulled over a couple of people for speeding, one for swerving a little too much. Then I hear over the radio, "We got another 5150 on 79 between Sutton and Flatwoods. All available cars, respond." I was on 79, so of course I responded. Cut all my lights and headed back to that location. I was the first to find him, running across the highway, covered in the crimson red of blood. He stopped when he noticed me and bolted towards my car. "Stop!" I yelled as I drew my weapon. I could barely make it out. The man started to yell something. It sounded like, "Look out, it's right!" Then out of nowhere, a giant creature swooped down, grabbed the man by the shoulders, and then flew off. I screamed and fell back in disbelief. A storm was starting to roll in. Lightning in the sky flashed all around me, and in one of those flashes, I swear, I saw what looked like a giant moth with arms. I jumped into my car, got on the radio. All I could say was, "Code 10-999. Then BAM! Whatever that thing was slammed into the roof of my car. At least, that's what I thought. I waited for a few minutes. No sound except the rain that was starting to come down. Then I saw the blood run down my windshield. It wasn't the creature that landed on my roof. It had dropped that 5150 I saw it take away atop my cruiser. The body was almost ripped in half. The look of terror cemented on his face. I pulled out my weapon again and my mag light, frantically searching the sky for any sign of the monster. Then I heard this loud screeching noise. Like a record player scratch, only extended. That's when I saw it, staring down at me with its giant red eyes. I jumped back in the car, too afraid to radio in, too frightened to think anything other than I need to get the hell out of here. I topped out my cruiser all the way back to the station, busted through the doors covered in blood. I was only able to mutter one thing. Mothman. The Mothman got him. And that's my story.
That was good. That was a good one.
Did you like how I kind of recounted it to where he was the 5150, essentially?
Yeah.
What a 5150
Exactly,
means is
I would like for you to explain.
crazy person that's loose.
Okay.
And then a 10-999 is officer in need of help.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wild. You did a good job. That was a good
Thank
story.
you.
I like that one.
In Sutton and Flatwood, that's a real stretch of woods, like just nothing.
So I don't know if your mind works like mine does, but when I find a location like that for a story, and I like see pictures of it, and I look up like wildlife, and if it,
I didn't go that far into it.
It puts me in the place. Like I'm there.
You can always say deer. There's deer everywhere.
That's true.
Deer.
There was a deer.
I guess fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Are you good?
Probably not. Probably not. Probably gonna say no.
Well, yeah, no. I was telling Caleb that like Mothman, it's kind of like aliens. It's like a little far out there.
Yeah, and so I didn't. I've heard of the Mothman, and like playing like Fallout 76. There's the Mothman creature, and
that was our immediate like thought of like story. Like you need to like do it in like Fallout.
And Apocalyptia or
theme
whatever,
or whatever.
Yeah. But I mean, that was in West Virginia.
Yeah.
But as a matter of fact, I think Highway 79 is in the game. Yeah. But a lot of what I researched, because I kind of did my research after I wrote the story, because you think Mothman, you think creature, cryptid, you think monster.
Yes.
And some people believe that he's not a monster, not bad. They think that he is a warning, like Mother Nature created him as a means to tell you that bad things are going to happen.
There's a couple different origin tales from what I've seen, and mine will cover one as well.
Ooh, nice.
But briefly, it's not a full in-depth one.
So segue.
Okay, so we're gonna settle in a little bit. It's gonna be a while before I actually get into the initial story.
All right, I got my my spoop meter turned up.
Okay. So
ready.
Since Mothman is a fairly popular cryptid, we won't be covering much of his history. rather a brief overview, and then the most popular story bringing Mothman to light. That was a little funny pun.
Yeah.
That being said, I'll give you all a few minutes to settle in as I introduce Mothman.
God damn it! I thought I had that thought whenever we pulled the prompt.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, God damn it! There's gonna be a bunch of fucking light puns.
Yeah, I had to do one.
Moth puns, and I
out.
completely forgot about it until now. So thanks.
I love the dad jokes, so
right.
you keep doing them.
Mothman is a product of West Virginia folklore, mostly known to stay around the Point Pleasant area.
Mm-hmm.
Said to be a humanoid creature with large red eyes, standing anywhere from 7 to 10 feet tall, with wings that span out from 10 to 15 feet, giving the ability to fly over 100 miles per hour.
Damn.
The name Mothman was given by the media. It's not what it actually is. It's not a moth.
Yeah.
This cryptid is actually closer to that of a large humanoid owl, according to the source that I read.
Yeah.
A few others call West Virginia home, such as the Flatwoods Monster and Indrid Coal, the original Smiling Man.
Oh shit!
What?
Wait. Did you know this beforehand, or did you find this out?
I knew of Indrid Coal, but I didn't know he was from the area.
Oh, okay.
So West Virginia's got a couple creepy guys and monsters that we're probably going to have to cover in future episodes.
Wait. So the Smiling Man that you did,
Yes.
that is so sick.
Yeah.
I love that this is kind of, dude, that's a fucking full circle. That's cool.
Many people said to have gotten close to this creature suffer many psychological effects such as extreme fear, overwhelming anxiety, and a sense of pure evil when it locks eyes with you. These effects have been known to last for months, even years after the encounter. Also important to note for one of these stories, or for the main story, and possibly the origin story that I'll be talking about tonight, is the TNT area, as locals call it. During World War II, this area was an operational manufacturer of ammunition and dynamite.
Oh, yeah.
This area is in mostly thick, brushy forest with a few grassy clearings sprinkled around, a few concrete bunkers used to store barrels of gunpowder, and an overabundance of abandoned tunnels, mostly collapsed and flooded. In 1979, it was said by a fisherman in the area that the chemicals from World War II era had been left to contaminate the ponds and the soil, causing it to be labeled an environmental disaster in 1983. And in 1983, this area was considered one of America's most polluted sites.
Damn, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is, it's insane.
That's crazy.
And that doesn't exactly cover why, but, I mean, you can take that how you will. Was it something that might have drank the water, born in the soil? I have no idea.
Yeah.
And then mutated from that. That's kind of what I was seeing some people think.
Do you reference the Batman thing in your story?
No, I do not.
Okay, so one of the things that I read, just to add to your information, was the Mothman name. Like, they feel that it was like it was named that partly also because that was when the Batman TV show was around, the original Batman TV show with Adam West.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's why they kind of like to go with Batman, Mothman kind of thing.
Gotcha.
I just thought that was, I'm a comic book nerd, I'm sorry.
Okay, we got one more actually pop culture reference, and I didn't know that. I would have added it.
Wait, hold up. Could you imagine Adam West playing Mothman?
That'd be ideal.
Jesus, giant moth Batman.
So Mothman is easily pop culture's biggest phenomenon as a cryptid. It's made many appearances in The Adventure Zone.
Oh, yeah. I remember
The
that.
documentary, which The Adventure Zone also has Indrid Coal, Smiling Man, in it.
Really?
Yeah. So the Adventure Zone documentary, The Mothman of Point Pleasant, a TV show called Mountain Monsters. Possibly the most popular source would be the book The Mothman Prophecies, later turned into a movie. That book was written by John A. Keel. And most recently in the Bethesda game Fallout 76, where it appears more of a moth than a man, kind of unlike the
it's
actual
more
tales.
moth. Yeah, definitely more moth.
They didn't want to scare the shit out of little kids playing the game.
Yeah, I mean, like, bulky, buff dude with a moth face.
Yeah.
Like, no.
So also since 2002, there is an annual Mothman Festival, which is held every third weekend of September in downtown Point Pleasant,
I didn't know
West
that,
Virginia,
yeah.
Located right next to the Mothman Museum and the Mothman statue.
I was going to say, isn't there, like, a giant statue of him, too?
And I think that'll be our picture, probably. It's a very cool looking statue,
yeah,
actually.
it is.
So me and Caleb decided that once we make our, like, We need to make our way to Virginia as a band.
Yeah, just to visit.
Dude, I would love to live in Virginia.
It is a very pretty place.
Yeah.
Okay, so now here's the original story. Now time for the sightings of Mothman. Sightings of Mothman were first recorded on November 12th, 1966, near Clendenin, West Virginia. A few men working a cemetery, preparing a grave for burial, saw something unexplainable. In the nearby trees, hearing flapping in the trees and rustling, saw a large brown-winged creature. All men would confirm that whatever it was that they saw was no bird, but something resembling a man. Arguably the most popular sighting is that of two young couples. November 15th, 1966. Only 3 days after that first sighting. Driving in a black 57 Bel Air.
Friggin' slab.
Roger and Linda Scarberry, accompanied by Steve and Mary Millett, at around midnight in the TNT area. Driving around when Linda saw something. 2 large, glowing red eyes. They would all soon see these eyes and make out what they believed was the body that belonged to it. Humanoid. About 7 feet tall, its large wings tucked behind its back. Roger let the Chevy slow down to a roll as they inspected this creature, all realizing that this was not any large bird. Similar to the local sandhill crane, which was later suspected to be the creature that they saw in this story. If you want to debunk it, that's what most people go with.
Wait, a crane?
It's a large
With
crane.
the skinny legs?
Yeah, but it
Oh,
is
come on.
huge.
Yeah.
Oh, it
And
is?
it's got reddish eyes.
Bitch,
But it got skinny legs.
big.
Yeah, that's what they believe, that, you know, if you want to
okay.
go straight
I mean-
debunk it is a natural thing, like
Yeah.
an animal already existing, that's what people go with.
Okay.
But they would claim it was not this bird, and to their horror, this creature would unsheath its giant wings and begin to walk towards them, almost like penguin waddling walk, until it leapt into the air and took flight. Throwing the vehicle into gear and speeding onto Highway 62, Mothman pursuing at an impossible speed. The two couples arrive in Point Pleasant, distraught, confused, and unable to find this creature now. They make their way to the edge of town where they discuss what they saw, trying to make some sense of it all. Convincing themselves that it was some sort of deranged bird, they decided to go back to the TNT area. And as if it had been waiting on them right off of Route 62, without a doubt, it was very clear this time, not a bird. In the instant the headlights hit this creature, it lifted straight up into the air with extreme speed and disappeared above the canopy of the tree line. After this encounter, they went straight to Mason County Courthouse and told their story to Sheriff George Johnson and Deputy Miller Halstead. A short 2 hours later, police began an investigation in the area, finding nothing, and the next morning, a following press conference, the media took the story and ran, causing many other stories to come forward explaining their encounter. November 16th, 1966, Point Pleasant Register headline reads, "Couple sees man-sized bird. Creature. Something."
Oh, like ... Oh, I like it.
While this paper was being read by the townspeople, Linda, the first to see and connect eyes with the Mothman, suffered some sort of nervous breakdown, having to be hospitalized. Roger, the driver, that night is quoted as saying, "I'm a hard guy to scare, but that last night, I was for sure getting out of there."
Oh, typical 60s tough man. Yeah.
And that is the original story of Mothman.
Dude.
Damn.
It was a short one. I got through that a lot quicker than I expected. But
Yeah. No. You're good. That was fucking... Okay, so... The TNT thing.
Yeah, that was like the big thing that I saw. That
Like, so
they would call back to.
that's brought up because that's where they think its, like, lair is?
That's where they think like the stomping grounds is or whatever.
Oh,
That's where it
and then so
originates
they
from.
call that whole area TNT, essentially?
Yeah, they call it the TNT area.
Oh,
like the locals
okay.
of Point Pleasant.
Dude, that's interesting. Point Pleasant. That just sounds like a terrifying town.
It
It's like
does. It
fucking
sounds-
Silent Hill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Damn. And I'm sure that area too, like it gets super foggy and the forests and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I feel like there's a movie called Point Pleasant or a show,
I wouldn't be surprised.
but oh, dude.
But yeah, no, the
So they got, you know what I was thinking too when you were talking about them, like the Mothman giving chase to the Bel Air. Back in the 60s, cars didn't go fucking 100 miles an hour.
No.
So the fact that you said that he could fly at 100 miles an hour. Like, hell yeah, he was gaining on him because they thought they were flying at 50, you know? Like, dude.
Yeah,
fucking
they
slap.
I mean, in the 60s, cars could go pretty fast, but
Yeah,
probably
they were
wasn't
like-
safe.
yeah, it was not safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like cars back then were safer than they are now because
Oh,
of
just
the whole, they're built
and-
by
and-
metal.
Yeah, they're an entire iron block.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
literally drive through a brick wall and drive away.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but that was the original story that whenever you look it up, it was the true first story was the guys at the cemetery seeing something.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I see. I
Yeah,
didn't
and
know
they
that.
see it, and I don't know if y'all were paying attention to dates. It was 3 days later.
Yeah,
I
3
believe.
days later,
3 days
yeah.
later, and then like this whole encounter where they're seeing it two times. You know, they go back to like try to face.
And it's
their
like he was
fears.
like waiting for them in the road, like, yeah,
Yeah.
you see me now, bitch.
Yeah.
And just takes off, like
That's very weird.
proving a point almost. It also so the whole Mothman thing also reminds me of the Jersey Devil. Like those, have you ever heard the Jersey
I
Devil?
don't think I have.
You have never heard of the Jersey Devil?
No, sir.
You act like this is no.
You've never heard of the Jersey Devil?
No, that's
Y'all are fucking with me right now.
You both act the same way when I say I don't watch Star Wars.
Y'all have never heard of the Jersey Devil?
No,
Okay.
no.
Please explain.
Okay, so whatever's drawn, I'm doing the Jersey Devil next
Okay.
next show,
All right.
and I'm not gonna explain.
Give a
the
brief
goddamn-
synopsis.
Oh, you're not gonna explain right now?
No, I'm not. Okay,
Alright,
so the
cool.
brief
Is
synopsis.
it a
he
cryptid?
caped. so
Yes,
quick.
technically, brief synopsis is woman. I think she fucks the devil, has a kid, and the kid comes out with hooves and a horse face and wings, and he lives in New Jersey, and he like whenever he was born, he flew out of her, yeah,
Yikes.
and yeah, and all this stuff, yeah.
That's crazy. The
Yeah.
only
So,
thing that I can
so
think of.
horns with Daniel Radcliffe.
No,
I think
No.
of the Red Lady and not gay. I was gonna say Gears of War, Game of Thrones.
Oh.
when she
remember?
gave birth to the shadow
The little
dude
shadow
or whatever.
thing, yeah.
That was a cool ass like whole
was a very
little
cool
thing. I
scene.
wish they would have like touched on that more. You know, like that would have been
Yeah.
interesting.
We won't talk about how that show ended.
Yeah,
Terribly.
While we're here,
disappointment.
do we want to go ahead and draw for the next episode?
Yeah, let's draw for the next episode.
I drew last time, so.
Okay.
And
So I guess it's
and
me
then
now.
you, yeah.
No, it's your turn.
drew-
I
You're
drew,
next
yeah.
after.
Yeah. So it's yours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You just take the one on top. You're not gonna switch them around.
No,
Okay.
I like living in the fast life in the fast lane. Surely make you lose your mind.
Wow, that's so great. It's like you're a singer or something.
No, I'm not.
What do we
I
got?
thought it said bitch for a second.
Bitch.
I was like, damn, that's mean.
Okay, so we need
We
to-
talk about bitches.
Okay, so I left this one
Witch.
broad. Which, if you want to do a cult, if you want to do like witch, if you can find a ritual of some sort.
Ooh, that'd be
Or
interesting to
something
kind of
like
do
that,
like
yeah.
like I did with the one man tag, like walk through the
Yeah.
rituals. That would be
I'm
interesting.
getting fucking witchy next
You getting
episode.
witchy? I might try to get witchy too. We'll see.
We going
Witchy woman.
we going back to Conjuring 3 with this shit.
And now I don't want to do the Jersey Devil. I want to do
Exactly. That's why I was like, I was confused. I was like, you're gonna do it before you see the story. I can put the Jersey Devil in here, and then whenever we pull it, you're gonna be so excited.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. That works.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do witches, and I'm
Also,
gonna.
I do want to mention this is not on script. Future shows, if you listen to the podcast and everything, we're going to bring Stephen Alexander, we're going to bring papers, and we're going to try to bring like the wax stuff, and you can put submissions into it, like directly right there. You can wax stamp it yourself.
Yeah, and then
So-
be sure to sign it, and then we'll give you a little shout out whenever we pull that one that it's yours, and be like, oh,
I think that'd be very cool.
Alan wrote this.
My hope for it is we're going to get stories like we got with Bitter, where it was, I'd never heard of the drip story.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Or we had another one early on. One of your people that watch you on Twitch, and they had a story that we had never heard of, and we
Yeah.
talked about it. It's just stuff like that.
Yeah, no, and that's cool, and we want people to interact and be a part of it. Like, you know, we want community,
That's entirely what it is.
friends. But wow, so we
burned through this one.
fucking flew, fucking.
And I expected y'all's to be a little longer.
Yeah.
Well, okay, when I was writing my story, it felt like it took
felt
forever.
long, right? Mine did as well.
Dude, you were typing like a madman, fucking. And then
Wow,
you
that's
told me to shut up.
I did
No,
not tell you to shut
You
up.
didn't tell me to
You
shut up.
goddamn liar.
I was waiting for you to tell Kolby to stop playing on the drum thing. Like, you're
Nah,
ruining my concentration.
Doesn't bother me too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you are a drummer, so that makes sense. But all right, so I guess we will. I mean, is there anything else you guys want to add?
Not that I can think of. No.
Well, we need to say about Monday. Or wait, no, that was no. Wait, did I already pass? This is what happens.
This has
when
been a hard day.
Yeah, we did 2 episodes back to back because we are going to be missing Monday. If Monday is already passed, I'm sorry.
This will be out Friday.
This will be out Friday. Okay, never mind.
Disregard all of that.
Yes,
it doesn't matter. You're
Jesus.
seeing these. You're seeing this on Friday.
Yeah,
Thank you.
seeing this. Thank you for seeing this on Friday. We love you and appreciate you so much. So now I'm gonna close, I guess. Okay, so we'll pick. Wait, hold on. Before I do that, so
Yeah.
we'll pick up then
Monday next
the
week.
next week. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool. The next week, right?
Yes.
You just blank stared at me.
And it would be episode 14.
Episode 14. Episode 4. We are fucking pumping episodes out, guys.
We have ideas, and I think we'll take submissions too. If we have, like, we did the Ouija board after a milestone of ours. We did the spirit box after a milestone. Kolby has an idea for like a trivia show of horror stuff. If there's anything else, we need ideas, please.
Yes, please throw them at us.
This is hard.
Like, yeah, please let us know, like, in the comments, and in you know, when you watch it on YouTube, wherever
we need something
on Instagram,
Wherever you can type,
yeah,
do it. Just type something.
Let's
All
get
right,
out of here.
We're rambling, and it's freaking 11 o'clock, and I
want
have
to do a
work in the
Ouija board
morning.
real quick?
No puedo. That's it for episode 13 of Dead Reflections Podcasts. We like to shout out Terraform Podcast and our buddies in Dark Hour Podcast. This show comes out on Friday, so we won't know about their new episodes yet because it's May 4th right now. So Terraform just released an episode, but they should be releasing another episode by the time this episode comes out. This is really confusing.
Whatever it is, just go listen to it.
Yeah, just go listen to them. Terraform
Check it
Podcast, Dark Hour Podcast. They're our friends, and they're awesome. Follow us at Dead Reflections Podcast on all social medias, or follow the link tree to find our socials. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And the video version of this podcast on YouTube. Email us at deadreflectionspod@gmail.com to submit your stories. Let us know how we're doing, and let Kolby know if he's doing a good job or not. All band-related social medias can be found at FWFTX. Please don't forget to leave a rating or review anywhere you listen. Those really do help us get our name out and find new listeners. Thank you all for your continued support. And remember, tell your family, tell your friends, and tell the monsters under your bed to listen to Dead Reflections Podcasts. Have a spoopy night.